Okay, so we're now going to our first channel partner keynote, and this is being given by Alex Charteris of Nuvius from the UK. And here he is, right on cue. Hi, Alex, nice to meet you.
Hey, Brian, good to meet you.
So I think your talk is about enterprise Wi-Fi experience. And I was told, before this event today, you've already got some great deployments, including this International School of Luxembourg.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, one of the I think it's one of the first Wi-Fi 6 deployments Cambion have done. So it's really great to be part of that.
Fantastic. Well, look, I'm going to let you crack on. I might have some questions at the end, but thanks for joining us. The stage is yours.
Great. Thanks, Brian. Well, good morning, everyone. I hope you've had an enlightening start to this event. If we were here in person, it'd be me standing between you and the coffee break. So hopefully I can keep you engaged just a little longer. I'm Alex Charteris from Nuvius, and I'm here today to talk to you about how we can help you deliver predictable Wi-Fi solutions and ensure a good end user experience. I have a technical background in both networking and applications, so I can see both sides of the coin when it comes to that user experience. My role at Nuvius is to manage our relationship with Cambion, and I have great pleasure working with my Cambion counterpart, Brian Hall. So just to recap what we heard from JF earlier, Cambion have a great portfolio, addressing almost all situations and needs in that enterprise wireless networking space. And the thing I love most about Cambion is that from a single vendor, I can talk everything from home user and small office right up to the largest stadium and public event use cases. Anfield, the Emirates, the Nou Camp, most of the horse racing tracks in the UK, and some of the top visitor attractions in Paris are just the start. With the E410 and 600 from the CM Pilot and the XD2 230 and 240 from Xeris, there's already a great range of APs available. However, starting with the XV2 and XV3, we are seeing the Pilot and Xeris lines converge. These APs are available on both management platforms. CN Maestro, offering a simple cloud management portal, and XMS Cloud, adding advanced application control and additional features around radio configuration, such as the ability to run AC and AX 5 gig networks side by side with the added benefit of recurring subscription revenue. And completing the enterprise portfolio are a range of PoE switches, because of course at some point all Wi-Fi networks need to become wired. So talking of those new XV2 and XV3 APs, Nuvius are incredibly proud, as Brian mentioned at the top there, to have delivered Cambion's first Wi-Fi 6 deal, and we expect many more. Personally, I think Wi-Fi 6 is a massive opportunity. We're already hearing about a huge end user device refresh following the initial COVID panic buying earlier this year. But we also expect changes in office layouts, seating plans, educational methods to drive further Wi-Fi 6 adoption, in addition to those seeking the enhanced throughputs on offer. Of course, in the current climate, every pound, dollar, euro needs to be justified by businesses. So while there'll be a compelling event that drives Wi-Fi 6 adoption, we must continue to sell technology based on value, performance, and end user experience. So where does Nuvius fit with all this? We've been supplying enterprise-grade Wi-Fi solutions to the channel for nearly 10 years, with high-density use cases being a common requirement. As a pan-European distributor, we are Brexit ready, holding stock in the EU and the UK, as well as the usual DISTI 101 functions such as FX, local billing, logistical and financial services. We've got skilled sales and technical professionals across Europe to support you in every step of your Cambion journey, as well as a strong marketing team to support your campaigns. Now, I'd like to talk to you about user experience and how Nuvius can put that at the heart of the customer Wi-Fi lifecycle. It's a fairly straightforward concept to consider that a good Wi-Fi solution needs to be planned, deployed, and monitored as part of an ongoing lifecycle. So I'm going to explain how Nuvius can bring two of our other vendor partners, Eternity and NetAlly, to the table to make your Cambion opportunities more successful and help prove the value that can be delivered. Before you start to position that new Wi-Fi solution, you need to understand the existing performance. Eternity, monitoring exactly what the users are experiencing from the point of view of the user, is the best tool for that. And Eternity tells you what's happening right now, so you can build the business case and show the ROI of a Cambian deployment. Out of the box, Eternity will audit all the hardware and software installed on user devices. This helps you to understand the compatibility in terms of chipsets, drivers, and spot any hardware that may not be optimal for the planned solution. Next, Eternity will show you the user experience based on commonalities between users, devices, and locations, along with correlations that help identify performance issues, such as a particular building, a Wi-Fi SSID, or a laptop model that causes user experience to drop. And of course, this can be invaluable data when we're trying to build that business case for a new Wi-Fi deployment. Next up, we've also partnered with NetAlly. NetAlly stem from the old Fluke testers that we're all pretty familiar with. Their Air Magnet Planner software allows you to virtually map out the physical aspect of a Wi-Fi deployment, capturing the impact of the physical environment on Wi-Fi performance and helping to plan how many APs and where to deploy them. Deploying a good Wi-Fi network can be a complex project, and I'm sure many of you here today are absolute experts in that field. However, here at Nevius, we can help you validate that top-notch deployment. NetAlly have got a couple of tools in their suite that ensure full coverage and theoretical performance is achieved and proven to your customers. Eternity can easily report on the results of a change, essentially drawing a line in the sand and showing your customers the before and after performance when you made the change to the network on the applications that matter most to the business. So don't rely on anecdotal user feedback after you've deployed the network. Use these tools to give your customers the raw facts about what they've bought into and what they've invested. We all know that the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is really services revenue. And in terms of networking, that is typically centered around ongoing monitoring. We also know that the first port of blame is always the network, or at least in these days, it's often the Wi-Fi. Eternity really steps up to the mark here to help you spot patterns. You can easily find out if it's the application or network affecting that user experience. Finding out how many users are affected and where they are located will significantly reduce the mean time to innocence for the network, or set you looking in the right place to resolve the issue much more quickly. And on that rare occasion when the network is actually at fault, NetAlly have some great handheld tools to simplify the troubleshooting process and empower engineers to quickly pinpoint and solve those Wi-Fi issues. While the NetAlly tools may be relatively familiar to you, Eternity probably isn't. So here is some real-world validation, but this message is equally true when we apply it in the context of enterprise wireless networking. So in summary, and I think I've probably just about got us back on time today, user experience is absolutely key in all areas of IT at the moment. It's the one thing that I'm hearing across all vendor lines and all partner types and all verticals. Visibility into that end user device is the only way to truly understand what the user experience is. Cambian clearly have the best and most comprehensive Wi-Fi portfolio on the market. So please visit my colleagues in the Nevius booth by clicking on the sponsors button at the top of the screen, where they're ready to chat to you about any of our vendors, about Cambian, about joining the partner program as Marco outlined. So just want to thank you and hope you all stay safe.
Alex, thanks very much for that. I've got one quick question before you go. How many sort of Cambian Wi-Fi 6 APs have you shipped so far?
Great question, Brian. I think so far we've done over 440 Wi-Fi 6 APs, and they've only been available since the summer. So given the current climate with COVID and obviously certain places being not used for employment or education, to have moved so many units shows a couple of things. Obviously, a huge desire for the latest wireless technology. It's a big leap from previous solutions, but also people are willing to invest in a great offering from Cambian. And we've done a few projects now. We've got more in the pipeline. So it's great to be partnered with Cambian at this exciting time with this great technology coming out there, and coupled with the demand from both partners and customers to get a taste of it, it's keeping us very busy, Brian.
Okay, well, you've certainly earned your cup of coffee this morning. Thank you very much
Thank you.
for joining us. Yeah, it was a very, very interesting presentation. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Brian.